I put my dog down today. It's May 18th, 2020. It's Monday. And initially I had planned to do it yesterday on Sunday, but most of the veterinary offices were closed. And it's a long time coming now. I'll be honest. It's one of those things where you kind of feel it when your animal, your pet, your loved one, they're starting to reach that point at the end of their life where you just kind of feel like there's something not quite the same anymore. Where in this case, my dog, Mimi, she was not as excited as she normally would be if, let's say, we're going hiking, if we're going for a walk, if she wants food, like human food, like she just didn't seem to care as much anymore. And her decline slowly started happening, let's say, give or take, before COVID-19. The last I want to say real hike we did was Mailbox Peak, and that was sometime towards the end of March. I want to say end of March, maybe first week of April, before they closed everything down. And at that time she was still able to walk. She was going up the hill pretty well, and she was able to actually go down the mountain pretty well too, and it was fun. That was like one of the last hikes we actually did together. And then slowly, just after those, over the last couple of weeks, she's just been kind of going downhill. Wasn't eating as much anymore, and just kind of, having this melancholic, not melancholic, what's the word? Like, just a lack of energy and just not wanting to go out as much anymore. And I get that. And it was nice that Andrea was pretty much with me the whole day just to help me out. And I created a little bit of a montage video, basically starting yesterday, where I want to kind of just give her the best last moments of her life, And what does that mean exactly? It means, going on a hike yesterday and just stuffing her in my backpack while she got a chance to just enjoy nature, one last time. Got a chance to do a Cherry Creek Mountain or Cherry Creek Lake, whatever. And I got a chance to take some nice pictures of her. And then today, just work. I wanted to make sure that I got my patients done as fast as possible so I could come home and just spend the last 2 hours with her, because give or take, I got home like around 1:15, had a quick lunch, and just took her to the park. I took her to the top of my balcony area, and I want to create, as cheesy as it sounds, like a lasting video of just us together, me holding her and just me, like her on my lap, and just, things like that, just embracing her, knowing that I wasn't going to do that after 3 o'clock, and it's funny that, like, you have those moments when you put your dog down, you put your cat down, whatever, you put your loved one down, and you're holding them, and the minute they're just gone, you let out that big, like, you let out that big cry of just release. And then afterwards, after all was said and done, it's funny that after they gave the final injection, and she was just laying there, it was hard for me to leave. Actually, it was surprising. Like, it was almost like a final goodbye of the life that I used to live, if that makes any sense. I'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But she, I had a hard time leaving. Maybe you'll be like, yeah, of course, that's normal. You just lost it. Yeah, I get it. Because with my cat, I said goodbye, and I'm like, I just left. Like, stayed there for like a minute, 2 minutes max, and just left. But it's like my dog. And as much as I always tell people as a joke, where it's like, maybe it was a joke, maybe it's not, where it's like, oh, I'm such a cat person. I love my cat more than my dog. And sad to say, like, my dog had such a profound effect in my life, you know? And she was the last one to go among the 3 pets that me and Eva grew up with together. And that's partially why it's hard. It's not so much the fact that we're letting go of that. Well, maybe it is. But so I'm a little rambling here. And so Andrea was here with me, and I felt pretty much okay. Like, I'll get through it. But the minute I walked Andrea down to her car, we said our goodbyes, and I waved. And I parked on P3, okay? So I parked on P3. My apartment level is on the 6th floor, so give or take, that's 9 or 10 stories you gotta climb. And the minute I started going up those stairs, just one step after the other, I just started slowing down. Because, like, a part of me knew that I was gonna go home to an empty apartment. And I've had this conversation before. I've had it in my discussions about loneliness. And for the first time, I could say that for the first time, I really do feel alone. I mean, I know I have my friends nearby, I have Andrea, but it's like for the first time I'm actually alone in my apartment. No more pets, no more cat, no more dog. And it's a weird feeling. Like, you never realize how much of a profound effect pets have in our lives. We always assume that they're just pets, they're just a dog, they're just a cat. When they pass, we'll just go ahead and replace them. And granted, a part of that is true, but you're never gonna have another Choo Choo. I'm never gonna have another Mimi. We'll have similar pets, we'll have similar dogs, but we're never gonna have the same experiences, the same moments that we had with the pets that we had when they were alive. And I just want to, reiterate just how important dogs, cats, birds are to our lives. Like, even though they can't talk, they can't really communicate, all they do is show us, honestly, like, unrequited love, and this unrequited, you want to call it service. Because no matter what, as long as you're good to your pets, they'll always return the favor twofold. They'll never beg. They'll beg for food, right? But they'll never bitch. They'll never moan. They'll never complain. They always just let us know what they need. They need food, so they bark. They need to go out to pee, so they bark. Other than that, that's it. They don't say they want the latest iPhones. They don't need to go to college unless you take them to, like, doggy lessons, right? And in the end, they wait for you when you go to work. You come home, the first thing you see is that dog just waiting for you, looking at you, just, And so I'm gonna miss my dog. It's gonna be a while before I make that montage video or a homage video, but it's because I don't think I'm ready to watch those. And it'll be a while before I get another dog, another cat. And it's just about me right now, just feeling everything, just feeling this loneliness. Like, again, loneliness in the sense like I'm actually just alone in my apartment, no pets, nothing. So I just want to share my story. I'm not going to go too long into all of this, but just appreciate the pets that you have, appreciate the people, the loved ones you have in your life, because that's the one thing we all forget, is that none of this is forever. The pets that we have when they're 3 years old, 4 years old, sooner or later, 10 years pass and they're on your deathbed. They're on their deathbed. And you have to come and make that decision that you got to call your vet and say, hey, it's time for me to put Maxie down. It's time to put Rocks down, or whatever you want to name your pet. And so just appreciate them for what they provide for all of us. You know, dogs, cats. And we should always strive to just be the best owners that we can be. Let's take them to the park every day, even for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because that's all they ever ask of us. Is just, in the end, I don't even think they care about the park. I think all they care about is the fact that they just get a chance to spend time with us. And let's just show them that, you know, if you're gonna watch TV, have your dog with you on your lap. Don't bitch, don't complain if they pee on the floor. You know, they don't mean it. They don't do it on purpose. They get nervous sometimes, they get scared, they have an anxious urinary incontinence moment, but in the end, you know they don't mean it. So next time they do mess up, they break a vase, they chew your homework, it's just a way of them showing love. It's a way of showing them that they appreciate you and they just want to play with you. Your homework has your stench, your vase has your memories, and above all, your floor has you. You walk on it every single day. And so yeah, that's all I want to say. And so I'm gonna miss my dog very, very much. Very much.